Welcome to Super Wednesday. The votes have been tallied, Tom, and they say you should always mix sports and politics. It is like oil and gasoline for your automobiles. Speaking of which, I have sad news. I now feel comfortable calling that Tua Tagovailoa only received 0.2% of the vote in the state of Florida, so he will not be carrying the state. The results are in. Tua, you're out, buddy. You're out. Also, with 93% of the vote reporting, Tom, you've been voted safest driver of GPS.
Oh. Man, they... Oh, baby. We here.
We steer.
You in the right direction. Welcome to another episode of the Grossi Perna Show. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. And this is GPS, the show where you speed up in school zones. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here.
Says 20 miles an hour. We go 40, baby.
Oh, that's it. And that's if I'm not in a rush. Absolutely.
Right.
Listen, as a former teacher, I know what lies in that building. Just speed past it. It's nothing but chaos and monstrosity. But, Brandon, I know that, we were waiting on some big election results from last night. I haven't looked it up intentionally because I just responded to one of your tweets because apparently in the state of Colorado, they're voting on whether or not psychedelics would be...
That's how you do psychedelics. Continue.
We're gonna be hopefully they're still not voting. We're gonna be legal in Colorado, and I said that this vote really is going to be contingent on if I visit or not. So
yeah, I've never done mushrooms. It would be a great F. Oh my God.
Is this what it's like on mushrooms? You just turn into a robot?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. What you're saying, we heard nothing.
I hate myself. I was saying that I've never done mushrooms. So if you do come and this does get passed, this would be a great first experience together. Honestly, we don't even meet in real life. We go straight to the mushroom factory, lie in our mushroom beds, and do a trip.
I thought you said do a trick for a second. I was like, do you think it's like skateboarding? Oh, okay, so you know what? I kind of agree with that. Like, Jess can drive you, right, to an undisclosed location. I'll go to an undisclosed location, right? We'll just take mushrooms. We'll wait like 2 hours and then take the blindfolds off.
Boom.
And then be like,
I see.
You're not Scooter.
Your true color, Tom. Your aura is
all. It's just pink. The sun reflecting off of it. Yeah, it's just. So did it pass yet, or we don't know?
It's too close to call still. So, here's what's interesting. Yes, the state of Colorado put an initiative.
It's not for recreational use.
No, you can. I mean, it's the step towards it. Okay, but we'll make it. We'll get it.
What if I have whooping cough? Do you think they'll give me that?
Yes. We got this mushroom initiative on the ballot to lure one Aaron Rodgers to the Denver Broncos.
When Nathaniel Hackett didn't work,
it was just
go somewhere else.
Yeah, it was too late. We're like, oh, we'll get Hackett, we'll get the mushrooms in the ballot, and then we get Aaron Rodgers, and we got a Russell Wilson instead. So he probably voted against the mushroom initiative. So,
Perna,
here's
that's
where
what we
we
do,
stand.
right? Yeah, we could say it's for, it's for research purposes. The first
Yeah.
time we just take mushrooms, because I've never taken mushrooms either. So we both take mushrooms and we just
Yeah.
go live and we just see what happens.
Yeah, I'll do it. That's a great off-season show.
It's true. It's true, Beast. It's
Although
true.
I cannot read comments during that. Like, even if they're
comments-
super positive, I'm gonna be like, I don't like that. I don't like that.
It's like, Brandon, you're a beautiful soul. And you're like,
No. What do you mean by that? Is that sarcasm? That's how, when I get high, that's how I am. Wait, what is that? What do you mean?
I downloaded it this morning. Haven't played it yet. But yes.
Oh,
Yes.
God of War Ragnarok.
It's the only game I'm going to actually play during this season, and I'm excited. All right, but let's let's get into actual football here. All right, let's talk about. We got some stuff to break down. We have our top 10. On top of that, we definitely need to talk about the Indianapolis Colts and what the hell that they're doing, and talk about Jeff Saturday, because Frank Reich got fired during GPS while we were live on Monday, and then it came in later that Jeff Saturday was hired, and that sent some ripples throughout the league. Even though they were Aaron Rodgers was even asked about this yesterday on McAfee, and he's like, "It's unexpected." Like that was like the nicest thing. So,
yeah,
Jeff Saturday, former Green Bay Packer.
Hey, he was it one season with Green Bay?
Yeah, I think so.
And then he retired.
Yeah,
I definitely want to talk about the Jeff Saturday thing and the state of the Colts, and we will rank the 10 worst teams in the league. So, and we're gonna have you guys help us with that.
Oh,
Sometimes I'll concede some of your rankings if you plead your case in the comments. Not to Tom, but to the chat for sure.
Yeah, like, Perna, don't do that. And you're like, I don't hear anything. Positivity.
So, because all right, the Frank Reich thing did happen during GPS, and we talked about it a little bit. And I wasn't even sure if I was going to make an episode on it, but while we were doing it, Will was cranking away, and then Johnny busted out the video for me, and we had it written. I was about to shoot it, and then Will was like, he sent me a text. He's like, "Fuck, they just hired Jeff Saturday." I was like, "What? Jeff Saturday? Like, was he?" My first thought was like, was he college coaching somewhere?
Yeah, no. You just didn't hear about it. Nope, he's coached high school though.
Did some high school football coaching, and of course had the ESPN gig. Now, in terms of qualifications, he played in the NFL for a long time, so there is that. And I think if you played in the league long enough, Jeff Saturday played with Peyton Manning, one of the best to ever do it. Played with Tony Dungy. So I think like there's a wealth of knowledge there for him to jump in and be a head coach, because also, if you're not going to call plays in your job as a head coach, manage the game and figure out the week, I think you can do that. That said, it's such a out of left field in the parking lot hiring for Jim Irsay that everybody's like, are the Colts crazy?
Yeah.
Are they crazy? Are they stupid? What are they doing? Which makes me think this might work.
It might. I mean, here's the thing. I think it's kind of a nothing matters season. They're looking at what they've put on the field so far. Sam, when he's getting sacked 9 times, that ain't going to work. Matt Ryan ain't the answer. So I feel like they're like, all right, well, let's kind of reset a little bit. Jonathan Taylor hopefully will be fully healthy, next season, and will be back in form and shape, hopefully. And we'll kind of reevaluate. Maybe we'll go out and get a young QB instead of trying to get all these old guys. And, maybe we tank. Now, the problem is they are in the same division as the Houston Texans, who are also trying to tank. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. They're not trying to tank. They're just playing, which is resulting in tanking.
Yeah, they're
similar
just
to the Packers. So there's that. In addition, I was looking at the draft order literally yesterday, and there are so many teams in the top 10 right now who are going to draft quarterbacks. So
yeah,
it's tough competition right now to be terrible.
It is. And I think, like, I listen to Jim Irsay, which is always fun, talk about, like why he was hiring Jeff Saturday.
Yeah.
And
Which
you
was
gotta
a
like,
wild press conference.
it's hard to make sense of what he's saying a lot of the time. And that might just be the drugs. I don't know. But he's talking about like Jeff Saturday was going to come in and not coach with fear.
Yes.
He's like, it's hard on coaches. They got analytics and like he was kind of rambling, but I kind of understood what he said, right? He's bringing in a guy in Jeff Saturday who literally didn't even know he was being considered for the job. He like got the call that day or night and was like, you want to be the coach? And he was just like, sure. So he's in a no-lose situation.
Correct.
So in terms of firing your coach and bringing in somebody who's probably going to do shit completely different, who's going to shake it up a little bit, and who should have the respect of other players because he played in the game, maybe there is some sort of weird thing where the Colts put something together with Jeff Saturday. I mean, I don't know. Like I'm grasping here a little bit because it is that out of the ordinary, but in terms of not coaching with fear, sure. He's like, he can do whatever the hell he wants, and maybe it works for a little bit. And maybe he is the guy they roll with next season if that is the case. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, real quick, just to look through this. So, like, Houston gonna draft a QB, right?
Yep.
They're gonna go after QB. Carolina, they need a QB. The Raiders,
ooh,
they could. That's gonna be spicy. Pittsburgh won't. Detroit is going to be looking for one. Philadelphia won't. Cardinals won't. Jacksonville won't, and Chicago won't. Green Bay might. But yeah, I mean, like right off the bat, you have what 1, 2, 3, 4 teams in the top 10 that might be drafting a QB. So,
and, I mean, who knows? The Steelers, that they might. They might.
The Colts are at 14 right now.
Yeah.
So, like that's the problem. So I think in terms of Jeff Saturday, yeah, it's like he won't be locked into like, the traditional head coach tendencies. He's going to approach it as a player rather than a coach. That's all well and good. I think that because it's just interim, while there is some like backlash to this, it's not as major because usually to hire an interim coach, you just like promote within the organization, right? So Packers did this when they fired McCarthy with just a few games left in the season. Like Joe Philbin, they'd put him up there. And it happens, even with the Panthers right now. So you usually see that happening. So what I've heard and read and all that, there's a lot of like Irsay just did it because Jeff Saturday's just going to answer to him and do whatever the hell Jeff Irsay wants. So like there's that. And two, it's kind of like, well, it can't be any worse than what we currently have. So we might as well just like do an unorthodox signing and hiring because how could it get any worse? Yeah, I just feel like there's no downside to this because if they suck, they get a higher draft pick. If it's good, Irsay looks like a genius, but I don't think they're going to roll with him either way unless like they go undefeated, for like the rest of it. I think that they'll actually hire someone more qualified because I have to say, we'll kind of talk about this as time goes on, but if you are like an assistant coach or if you're something that like someone who has experience, like you have to be a little perturbed by this. Like the guy has coached high school and I understand he's played, but
it's like when Amazon gave Taron Killiam the football comedy show, and none of us were considered. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Yeah, it can't get worse for the Colts because it has been that bad. I guess like they said, Irsay said Chris Ballard's job is safe, but he's part of the problem too.
He said, does anyone know how many shots Michael Jordan missed? Like that was the response about Ballard.
Yeah. And Ballard was bitching about people giving him crap for not drafting receivers. And he's like, and now look at our line. Like, the another problem with the Colts, they've been notoriously cheap. Like they've had all of this cap room for like years. And they brought in Rivers. He made, gave him a deal though. They bring in, Matt Ryan, but like they don't spend their money on any top tier free agents. And that's been a problem. So it's probably like the Colts are, yes, quarterback's a huge issue, but also the way things are run from the top down, like I don't have hope for Colts fans moving forward for a while.
And your O-line, which was the staple of the team for a little bit after Andrew Luck retired, like that's not looking as great anymore. So
I mean, yeah, Andrew Luck retiring really,
dude, it screwed them. And then again, the organization has no one to blame but themselves. Sorry.
No. And even Phillip Rivers retiring, like he played well for him.
He played solid. I mean, you couldn't close the game, like so.
Yeah, you got him a playoff win though, right?
Got to playoffs, so that's something.
Old Philly.
Yeah, I think it is a bit of who cares. Let's see what happens. It's just interim. It's only for the other half of the season. How could it get worse?
It'll be fun to watch. I mean, look, if anybody can be a good head coach, it's Jeff Saturday with those dreamy blue eyes, man.
Jeff Sunday now, baby.
Woo, Jeff all day, every day, Sunday. Do the Colts play on Saturday late in the season? That's a real question.
Now that's what we're really looking for. But
all right.
Want to do top 10?
No, I want to ask you one thing.
Okay, you can ask me too if you want.
How concerned should Buffalo Bills fans be about this Josh Allen elbow injury, Tom?
Ooh. The way that they're presenting it doesn't seem like they're panicking.
Right.
So I think worst case scenario, he misses a game or two. He misses a game against the Vikings. And maybe the Vikings will win on Sunday against Buffalo. And if they are able to beat the Bills because they don't have Josh Allen, I swear to God. But, yeah, it's been a rough year, buddy. It's been a rough year.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, I think he misses a game or two. If I'm Buffalo, I know that there's not a single team in your division that has a losing record. Playoff stuff is on the line, but
yeah,
I'd rather be healthy than look at the standings. So don't put him at risk.
Yeah, it's like it's a UCL injury or some shit. Small tear. Might miss this week, right? We saw him throw while that elbow was injured, and it just shows you how strong his arm is. Like,
yeah,
with the injury, he threw the longest air yard football in like 6 years in the NFL. It's like 69 point some odd yards through the air. Last year, Matthew Stafford wins a Super Bowl with the jacked up elbow. Boom. One thing in your favor, Buffalo. 2, let's say he does miss this week. And let's say the Buffalo Bills, because they got Case Keenum, actually have to commit to running the football. Maybe Josh Allen missing a game lets the Bills see what they can do when they actually utilize their running game a little bit, because I think they got the offensive line to make it work. So maybe a little bit of the team is elevated in a different department, and they go, oh, hey, we don't need Josh Allen to throw it every single play because we can run the football effectively. Third thing, based on my power rankings, some people told me to get a part of Josh Allen out of my mouth, and I'll let you figure out what that is. He's just going to get stronger from this. He's going to get better because he's a little bit injured. I think he's going to play a little bit smarter. And I think it's actually going to help him. So, oh my God, yes. If, dang it, where is it? Damn the chat, you move too fast sometime. What the hell is it? Case Keenum throwing the football against the Vikings.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Revenge game.
Yep. That would be amazing.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to be concerned about, but I mean, if you're the Bills, just make sure he's healthy. Like, that's the most important thing. Like, just
Yeah.
make sure he's healthy, because it's not worth it. Even if you lose a few games, like, as long as you make the playoffs, like, I would be afraid of the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, gotta weigh those options, baby.
Okay, let's take a look at our power rankings, and then we will get to the worst
Bottom 10.
teams in the league. Hey, I actually got my power rankings up, Tom.
I'm proud of you, buddy. I know you beat me to it.
Oh.
Okay.
Boom.
Here we go.
Now.
Okay. Oh, God. You put the Vikings at number 3. Get their horn out of your mouth.
So I did have Jeff Saturday at number 5 as well. The Ravens are on a bye. The Jets are on a bye. So, and the Bengals are on a bye. So they didn't have a chance.
Do this.
But you kept the Bengals out of your power rankings. Interesting.
Yep. You're welcome.
I think
Bengals
I would have
fans.
had the Bengals at 9 or 10. I would have dumped the Chargers for sure.
Yeah, I did not believe in the Chargers whatsoever. I forgot you do it weird because you take the teams off who are on bye weeks.
Yeah. They're not playing this week. I don't care about their power. They can stick that power where the sun don't shine.
Would you curse?
Oh, I thought I cursed the Giants.
Oh no.
But I cursed the 49ers.
Oh.
So I think the wheel wants what I want, because it's cursed the Chiefs 3 times this season. They have had 2 losses, and they almost lost to the Titans. And the Titans can't throw the football. And I want the 49ers to start losing, because we need that draft pick to be nice. So the 49ers get cursed. I don't think it's going to affect them, but we'll see. The Chargers are so injured that I kind of respect that they're still winning. They're literally the most injured team in the NFL. So I think there's hope for them moving forward. I think the division has gotten less competitive because the Raiders are atrocious.
Yes.
We'll see what the Broncos are this week. Coming off a bye, coming off a big win. I want to believe in this team, but I don't know. So
the Bengals, it literally happens every week. They play really well. I put them on the list. As soon as I put them on the list, they suck. And so it's like there's just no consistency with this Bengals team, and they can look amazing one week, and then they just can't bring it into the next week.
Yeah.
So I left them off. There was like they'd be in my top 15 definitely, but and same thing with the 49ers. Like I thought that they would also be up there, but I was just looking at the teams that were there, and I said, yeah, I think that these ones just like the Jets deserve to be on there after a big win. I think the Giants are still a good football team. So wait, you didn't put the Jets on there?
No.
They beat the Bills.
Oh yeah, because of I hold every play Gardner.
Oh, here we go.
My God. If every corner were allowed to pass interfere as much as Sauce Gardner, they would all be elite, Tom. The Jets I didn't put on actually because they're on a bye week. So I would have had the Jets on the list.
No, they're not. They just beat the Bills. You can't put them on. Come on, man. That would be next week you put them on. You're changing your own rules. Next week they would be not on the list because they were on a bye week.
They're on a bye week this week.
But they just beat the Bills.
Yeah, they don't go on the list. Fuck them.
You're just mad.
I'm not mad.
Because Sauce Gardner's better than Patrick Surtain.
Oh, he is certainly not. He is certainly not.
I think
he plays in a bigger market and their team is winning despite their quarterback sucking worse than Russell Wilson. So, yeah.
I think
I don't mind the Jets.
If you put Patrick Surtain and you put Sauce Gardner on a beam and they had those sticks with foam at the end of it, I think Sauce Gardner wins. He knocks him down. And that truly is a testament.
In a vat of sauce and let you simmer until you change your tone.
You want to cook me?
Yeah. I'm going to send you that serial killer, Kirk Cousins. See what he does with you. Whatever he does with you, He gonna be shirtless, Tom. He gonna be shirtless.
That just makes it so much worse. It makes it so much
Sauce is great, okay? He's got a cool name. The Jets are winning, but Pat Surtain's better.
He's got
He's
a cool
better.
name.
Um,
Oh, can you put that list back up again?
just want my friggin' corners to be able to hold every play. Be friggin' nice.
Love how we went to cannibalism.
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't put the Ravens on there.
They're on a bye week.
Oh my God, Perna. This is not what you do. Next
You gotta
week, they
keep
wouldn't
up
be on
with the
list.
times, Tom. This is what the Gen Zers want. Bye week teams off the power rankings.
Yes, but you've always done it after they've been on a bye week.
No, it's the week
Yes!
they're on the bye. They
Fair
don't
enough.
play this week. I don't care. They can't do anything to prove me right or wrong. It's a flawless system.
Well, we got a few correct.
We got the Seahawks are in there. The Cowboys, we both got at 6.
You put the Vikings above the Bills?
Yeah,
Interesting.
the Bills lost. to the
Wait a
Jets.
minute. The Cowboys were on a bye week this week.
No, they were on a bye week last week.
Oh my God.
So
I know
were the
because they're playing the
49ers.
Packers on Sunday. So why would you put them in your top? I'm telling you, you've changed the rules. Someone go back and clip it. Someone go back because you say, no. You've always said they were on a bye week this past week. So now they don't go in the top 10. I guarantee it.
No, it's the week they're on the bye. They don't go in the power rankings at all.
This is...
And just to be clear, you might be right, Tom, but I can't remember because I'm not.
I
that smart.
do.
But I think
I'm
I'm
telling
right.
you.
I think I know
Someone-
how I do things around here.
Someone go find it. Someone go find it. I'm
Baba
telling you.
Booey.
Okay, anyway. All right. So there's no. Perna has changed the rules. He's changed the rules. Okay. All right, let's talk about the bottom 10 because this is the only time we can talk about the Broncos and Packers.
Okay. Here we go. Let me connect. Bam, 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 bam. Connecting to the thing. Let's go into presentation mode.
Thank you. I'm not crazy. I'm
No,
not crazy.
I don't think I've always said that.
No, you did it because this week you didn't say it, and who knows what you did last week. You haven't had power rankings out the past couple weeks, so yeah, I don't know.
Let's not try and understand my power rankings. An attempt to do so will only make everybody look dumb.
Oh, Perna. I love how this is back-to-back comments. Perna's right. Tom is right. Welcome
That's
to
the
GTM.
problem. Hey, like in a microcosm, that represents the problem with America.
This is our country. It's tribalism.
Yeah. We can all look at the same thing and walk away with completely different truths.
Berenstein
about
Bears
it.
or Bernstein Bears? Okay, let's.
All right. We want you to help us define this shit list of football teams, baby.
Mhm. Wait, why are the Eagles even on there?
Well, I had to I couldn't just throw them off the list. That I couldn't find the right tier thing. So everybody's in the pool. Everybody can be considered. But yes.
All right, Eagles, worst team in the league. Just because
Nailed
I
it.
didn't put them at number 1 for the past 3 weeks, except for this week, and Eagles fans say that I hate them, even though they were the top 3 the entire time. But
Yeah. I put the Eagles at number 1 this week too.
Yeah, they deserve it.
Yeah.
They won. I mean, again, they didn't look amazing in that first half, but they won. They also were missing, pieces for their run defense to be better. So I can't. But that's what makes Perna so lovable. $5. Eagles number 1. They're number 1.
Whoa. Jory. Shout out.
Taking bribes. Taking bribes
is how I'm getting to the top. Okay. Let's start at number 10. The 10th worst team in the NFL right now is
See, I thought you were talking about records for a second. I was like 6-10. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't work.
This is 6 through 10, 2 through 5, and then the worst team. Maybe we should just throw in a few. Like maybe we should just get them all in there and then try to organize them.
Sure, let's do it.
All right. Well, I think
Texans,
pretty safe to say they're going to be close.
Jaguars,
The Falcons, the Jaggies,
you have to put the Packers in there.
the Raiders, the Packers, the
Panthers,
Panthers,
Lions.
the Lions for sure.
I put the Broncos in there.
Well, this is where it gets tricky, Tom.
They
We
won.
got,
I gave you number one.
you know, the Bears, they've clawed their way out of the bottom 10. So that's congratulations.
Oh my God. No, don't congratulate them. Don't. Now they're so happy. It's bad because usually they're just cocky with nothing to support it. But now they're like, oh, we have a good quarterback now. It's just, I can't. The division's happiness makes me unhappy. And I don't know how I'm not taking it well. I'm not.
There's 13 teams in there, so not all 13 will survive.
What about the Saints?
You mean the Aints? Well, oh man, yeah, this is tricky. This is where it gets tough. See, I don't think the Broncos are a 10th worst football team.
Okay.
And I say that only because they have one of the best defenses in the NFL.
I would
on
take the
almost
Titans out of that too.
Every statistical measure.
Yeah,
And the Broncos and the Titans play this week, so really, we'll see.
But I would take the Titans out.
The Titans would be there if they did not have Derrick Henry.
They're going to win the
If they
division.
didn't have Derrick Henry, they would be a bottom 10 team.
Yeah, they're going to win the division. Okay. Yeah, why is the Colts logo weird? Whatever. Okay.
I don't know, man. I don't know. This is fair.
Browns.
We could throw the Rams up in there because I did have the Rams as the 10th worst team last week, and then they lose in horrific fashion to the Buccaneers.
There you go. Perfect timing,
Boom.
Edward.
There you go, Edward. Mind meld.
Okay. Do the Browns go up there?
I mean, they beat the Bengals, right? And then they had to bye, and
yeah, I don't put them up there yet. And they might get better with Watson.
Yeah,
Maybe.
they're not good.
No, they're not. They're not an amazing team, but
Here, what if I just do this? Let me add a row. We're gonna make it pink. Okay. Oh, dang it. This will be
bad, but not worst.
Not good.
Okay, that's solid. All right. So
Rams, Broncos, Bucks, Browns. None of those teams are currently good. I'm going to throw the Saints in there just because they did shut out the Raiders.
they did.
All right. So how many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, so this is where we go. This is how we do this, Tom. The 10th spot, in my opinion, belongs to either the Falcons, the Cardinals, or the Commanders as the 10th worst team in the NFL.
Oh, so you think the Packers are worse than that? That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I do think the Packers might be worse than that.
That's good. It's good. Okay.
And injuries are fact.
Honestly, I put the Commanders because I think the Commanders are like, they're not good, but they're like not going down without a fight. So.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. There you go, Zach. After review, Perna was incorrect, as in week 9, the Ravens and Raiders were left off the list because they had a bye week 8.
Wait. Of this season?
Wow, you can't. That was a week, Perna. A week. 1 week. You couldn't.
No, that's not correct because last week I did the worst teams in the league.
But did you take the? Oh God damn it!
I didn't. The Raiders would not be on the list. And the Raiders actually were on the list. They were
Did
on
you
the
give a top?
bottom 10.
But did you use that logic saying that they couldn't be on the? Oh boy, Zach, gotta come back. Gotta put sources. You gotta put sources.
All right, 10th worst team.
Teams tier.
I think the Cardinals are number 10 right now.
No, I think it's the Commanders. Or you took them off?
Yeah, I put them
Okay.
out.
All right,
I would say the Commanders are 11. Like, they're a little better with Taylor Heineke. They're like they're at the bottom of their division, but they'd probably be in second place in the NFC North, you know? They'd be winning the AFC South probably. I mean, I could swap the Commanders and the Falcons because I don't know why.
I think the Falcons maybe are the 10th worst, but like I don't think that they're god awful because like again they're fighting like every single week. I mean they should not have lost that game, but
they did.
I know they did. So
fine, I'll flip those.
All right, so Falcons I would put at 10. And then
and I think
again,
the Falcons,
sorry, go ahead.
They have a better coach. Like Arthur Smith is doing more with the Falcons than Cliff Kingsbury's doing with the Cardinals.
I honestly I'm looking at this like I'd put the Saints maybe and I'd swap it with the Falcons.
Whoa.
Actually, like the Falcons I think they're a better football team than the Saints.
All right. Fair enough.
I just think they don't have an offense.
Yeah.
Falcons can score at least.
I like it.
So, yeah, I think they're there. Okay, so Saints would go there. Sorry, Saints fans. Okay, this is where it's going to get a little difficult.
This is where it's going to get ugly, my friends. So 10, 9, 8, 7. We need one more up here. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I might do it like this.
Ooh. Okay. I mean, the Lions did beat the Packers.
Ooh.
The Lions did beat the Packers.
Yeah, I forget the Lions are coming off that big win. Ay. Now we're getting closer, I think.
Watt coming back is going to be big, I think.
Actually, I think it's like this. There we go. I think the Steelers are worse than the Packers, worse than the Lions, worse than the Jags. Jacksonville has potential. They just, they beat the Raiders, so they're definitely ahead of them. They're figuring out that they can run the football, and that's going to help Trevor Lawrence. Their defense is not horrible. Detroit, oh my God. We have seen your offense score a lot of points. We've seen your defense give up a lot of points. We've seen your defense. The Lions, they don't have an identity. I feel like next week the Lions could get a victory, but they'll set the record for most field goals ever kicked in a game to get the win.
Yeah, the Jags are like that's why like they're not like the worst, but I actually agree with that 6 to 10.
Yeah, I think this is solid 6 through 10.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so we did it 10 to 6. So now I put Steelers at I think that's where they are is good. Like at 5 because with Watt coming back, they will be better.
Yeah, I don't know. That's huge.
But so. Okay, hold on. All right, we're going through this now.
Do you notice that all of the bottom teams have a Watt on the roster?
Oh,
maybe the Watts should be given to the Broncos. So all of them.
All right, hold on, let's see. The consistently ranked teams that were playing that week and left off buys 42nd and one. Oh, wow. All right, so we're doing consistently ranked teams that were playing that week. Oh, so you did rank them. Wow, so he did. We got timestamps in here.
Oh, he's saying out 12-3-21. Whatever. They're on. This is how I do it now, guys. If they're on the bye this week, they off the dang list.
Oh my God. I love it. Okay.
Guess what? Come back next year when I do it completely different.
You're just going to have like a top 3 teams. No, it's not even. It's going to be 15 through 18.
I'm going to do top 10 hottest football players in the NFL every week.
Okay.
Judged on looks and stock account portfolio performance. Richest guys making the most money off the poor. Brett Favre, number 1 every week. Okay. Steelers, they feel like the 5th worst team.
Denver's higher than them on this list.
Now, yes, the Houston Texans do have the worst record in the NFL, Tom, and they were my worst team last week.
Rejoice.
But I actually think the Raiders are worse than them. I think the Colts are worse than them. And I think the Panthers are worse than them.
I do agree. I completely agree.
The Panthers gave us hope, but then poor PJ Walker had one of the worst outings I've seen. They bring in Baker Mayfield. So the question now to me, because I think like the Texans, you just say like they're second or third worst. I'm having trouble debating between the Raiders, the Colts, and the Panthers as the worst team in the NFL currently, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Sam Ellinger with the Colts, he was respectable the first week, and then the Patriots destroy him. They fire their head coach. I'm leaning towards putting the Colts as the worst. But I think the Raiders' ability to blow leads,
third 17-point lead. Yeah.
I think the Raiders, you could argue, are the worst team. They cut Jonathan Abram, another great
drafts.
Gruden draft.
Guillermo's like, it's the Raiders. It's the
Thanks, Guillermo.
Like, that's the thing. They have talent on their team.
Yeah.
The Panthers are not good. Like, I completely agree with this list so far. It's just, because the Panthers are not good. Sam Darnold, right? He's getting activated. So, like, he can come back and play. The Raiders have pieces. Like, they have Devontae Adams. They have Josh Jacobs. Like, they have pieces where they could be good. But, like, I think they're so terribly coached. I think, like, if we're going off based off potential and what we thought they were going to do, the Raiders, it's, like, sadder.
Yeah.
But
the Raiders are the most disappointing, I think, in terms of performance. I mean, every team not named the Chiefs in the AFC West, you could argue, is that.
I think, you know what? I think it's between the Panthers and the Colts. And I'm kind of... Because that's the thing. The Panthers beat the Buccaneers where we didn't think they would. Like, they did go toe-to-toe with the Falcons, and then that didn't work. But then, they also suck. So
I could argue the Panthers because I think they're going to have a better quarterback this season with either Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold over, Sam Ellinger and the Colts.
I think oh my God.
The Panthers have shown they can run the football without McCaffrey. They didn't last week. Oh my God. The Raiders, the Panthers, and the Colts. This is tough.
The Colts did beat the Chiefs, but they also were a different team.
Yeah.
Like they were a different team. I do agree. I think on paper, the Panthers are the worst, though. On paper, I think the Panthers are the worst. And then the Colts, like, they're just doing things that are very confusing. And they just are not good. That's the ultimate question. But yeah, I say Panthers are currently the worst. Colts are right there, though. I guess this should be 5-2 and 10-6 because the way that we organized it is a little confusing.
Oh, right? Did I do something that doesn't make sense? There we go.
There we go. There we go. Crushed it, Perna. This I feel a little bit better. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like their defense is solid. But so is the Colts. Like the defense is solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put polls. Let's put some polls up here.
Okay. You want to do worse between Colts and Panthers?
Yeah.
14.
Start a poll.
All right. Let's start a poll here.
Who is real bad?
Worst team.
Colts.
Panthers. Colts.
Panthers.
Add option. Perna's consistency. Ask community. Okay. I asked. So now we're gonna see. All right, folks. I got 2,200 people in here. Now we're voting.
Let's vote.
And since democracy is a thing, we're gonna look. All right. Right now, 50% Perna's consistency is winning.
Right now, Tom's PP 44% is winning.
Did you put Tom's PP?
Tom's PP. Yeah. Come at me with consistency. I can fight fire with fire, baby. Tom's pee-pee. Colts, 35%. Panthers, 22. Tom's
When you're
pee-pee,
saying
45%.
pee, are you saying like my wiener or like my urine?
Hey, that's up for the voter to decide. Whatever you imagine when I say that as a voter, I support.
All right. So right now
Rock the vote. Rock
right.
the vote.
How many votes do you have?
Right now we have 399 votes. 428.
I got 738.
Oh, you got more votes than me. Congratulations.
So
you're president. I'm dead.
The Panthers are at 26%. The Colts are at 30%, and your consistency is at 44%.
Ooh, your pee-pee's at 49%. Colts at 31. So are the Colts in second place for you too?
Yeah, behind your consistency, yes.
All right, I think people want the Colts.
I think they do. Hold on, I got to go to your channel, and I got to vote against my pee-pee.
Ain't gonna help.
I'm just gonna go here. I'm just gonna say the Colts. Yo, it's at 50%.
It just popped up.
PP is not the word. Oh, who's real bad? It's not nice for. I had chlamydia that like 3 times. That's it.
Who is real bad? Tom's PP. Classic. Come get us, ESPN. Come get us.
Yeah, Amazon didn't pay us.
Yeah.
Can you imagine us doing this on Thursday Night Football? Guys, who's playing worse right now? Tom's hairline, Brandon's chest hair.
At least we'd be talking about the football game while we did it.
It's true. Prove it, Tom. All right, time to whip out my wiener and get us all deplatformed. Just because I'm that insecure.
What's wrong with the little Tom's pee-pee? Come on, YouTube. Or a lot of Tom's pee-pee. I don't know. I've never seen it.
But once we go to mushrooms, who knows? Things happen.
Ooh.
It's democracy.
I took mushrooms and my penis grew. Oh, that's how you could pass drugs in every state.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Legalize marijuana for recreational use as new evidence suggests it makes your penis bigger. 100% of the male vote in favor of. Ooh.
As I lose hair, it just goes to your chest.
I'll give you some. I got body hair to spare.
I'm happy with my hair.
Your hair looks solid.
I mean, it's under a beanie right now. It's messy.
You got a good haircut right now.
I don't need a haircut, but it's messy. Look at that.
You got a good haircut right now. Sexy cut.
Yeah.
Also, who's leading the MVP race, Tom?
I think it has to be Jalen Hurts, right? After this past week, I think Hurts and Mahomes are up there.
Mahomes is probably leading it. I hope Jalen Hurts could win. Mahomes just doesn't F up, man. I hate it.
He's just, again, the things that he does, and I know that like every announcer's like, oh my God, we've never seen this before. No. But he's really
It's
good.
funny. I feel like every game, like where he gets overhyped like for the wrong incredible play. Like he does something that's a really good play that everybody puts on Twitter, but there's actually like a better play that he does either like later in the game or before that. And for whatever reason, it kind of gets missed.
Geno Smith also.
Geno Smith should be considered.
I want him to win it so badly. So badly. God. And Russ doesn't get a single vote.
Or what if Russ gets 1 vote the year that a Seahawks QB actually wins MVP? That would maybe be even more insulting.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. He is going to get an MVP vote before Russell Wilson. Just keep on, Geno Smith. Just keep on.
Maybe. There's a lot of season left, guys.
He has to be comeback player of the year at this point, right?
No, you got to be injured for that, right?
I mean, he played on the Seahawks before, so I mean,
Yeah,
kind of was.
I don't know. He's just
Yeah.
he's good. Like I didn't think he was gonna last, but
No.
he's consistent. He's smart with the football. He makes good throws. Their offensive line looks nice, and their defense is starting to play a lot better. I like in the power rankings, I said like over the last 4 games, Seattle's defense has given up 16.5 points per game, which is, tied with the Broncos for second best. The Broncos have done it all season versus like the first 5 games, they were averaging like 30 points allowed. So their defense playing better also really helping them out. But Tom's PP, 51%, getting more votes over time.
I have that 1,146 votes. Yours at 45%.
People like inconsistency. That's what I'm learning.
No, they're voting that's the worst.
Yeah, but your PP is 51%, so your PP is worse than my inconsistency. That's what we learned on today's GPS. We navigated you to places you did not know you wanted to go.
Yeah, I don't even think they wanted to go.
Downstairs department store. Always open for business.
Oh my God. All right. I think we did it.
We did it.
I don't know what we did, but we definitely did. Oh, Thursday Night Football rematch. Falcons Panthers.
Oh man, this was supposed to be a good game.
Yep.
Yeah. Falcons probably gonna get the win here.
Yeah, I got Falcons still.
Well, no. See, the Panthers probably. What are they going to start? Baker Mayfield?
I think PJ is getting the start.
Is Walker getting the start again?
I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah.
Wow.
Come on. Panthers. PJ
That's important.
Walker. News. Yeah, PJ Walker named Panthers starter versus the Falcons. Yep.
Wow. What a weird decision.
Yeah, and they also flexed the Week 11 game. Chargers going to be playing back-to-back Sunday night games.
They don't deserve that.
Chargers 49ers and then Chargers Chiefs.
God, the NFL wants people to watch the Chargers so bad.
You put them in your power rankings. You did this. I didn't put them in there.
They're like, we paid so much money for SoFi. We got to make some money back on this atrocity. I mean, it's a nice stadium.
They're not playing in SoFi on Sunday.
I don't care. Whatever.
All right. Brandon Perna, what do you got coming up, bud?
Well, if I can get it up today, I don't know. It might be up tomorrow.
Well, sounds like Brandon's PP then is a problem. Oh, sorry, we're not talking about that.
That's always been a problem. Performance anxiety.
I mean,
why?
At least you have proof that it works.
It worked one time for sure. Why are these quarterbacks falling apart is my next video.
Are they barely breathing with a broken heart? That's right, folks. You got everything in today's show. You got Lifehouse. Nobody expects Lifehouse on a Wednesday.
Desperate for changes.
Loving for wins.
Falling even more in love with you. I'm standing here because I cannot move. It's paralysis, I think. That's the words, right?
Yep.
What are you doing today, Tom?
Well, hopefully we get predictions out. Ooh. That's going to be up to one Johnny Barks in his apartment building. Or I'm going to edit it, and it's not going to be as good. I'm going to tell you right now. It's going to be like last all the other years. So we got that coming out. And then
even more in love with you, Captain Nizzle. Nizzle.
Yes. Brand new YouTube, Patreon, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, so I'm doing that, and then I might try to get another video out about the Packers and how we got here. We'll see. Also put out the South yesterday too in power rankings.
Wow! Bam! Bam! Bam!
Bam! All right, I'm gonna stop it now. I'm going to stop the count.
Stop the count in the
First
poll.
with 1,390 votes. Perna's inconsistency, 43%. The Colts, 29%. And the Panthers, 26%.
Wow. Tom's PP, 50% of the vote.
Damn it.
That's all we need to know.
That's it. That's it. Lifehouse, straight to jail. Straight to jail. Where they're playing Lifehouse. True. True. But folks, this has been a show. And if this doesn't convince a major network to pick us up, then I don't know what will.
I don't know, guys. Why are we... Oh. Shout out to this John Elway autographed life-size football helmet. Buffalo Bills fan sent me this. He's had it for 20-some years. Not a Broncos fan. Need to get rid of it. So, pretty sick, huh?
That's actually really nice.
Yeah. Now you can see my head size compared to a normal grown man's.
But it's just, it's fine. It's fine.
I keep the helmet on until the Broncos win the Super Bowl.
The helmet stays on. The helmet stays on during coitus. Get a helmet for your helmet. Folks, thank you so much for watching. Please just stay like that. I'm Tom Grossi. That's Brandon Perna. This is GPS. And you have been navigated where? I don't know.
I can't see where I'm going, Tom.